It is finally here, NCAA 25. Literally, it is 3:04. First thing I did was get straight into Dynasty, because we're gonna be starting a series. Obviously, we'll be doing some, kind of one, or one, video, kind of short-term rebuilds, with some of these schools. But yeah, I want to do like a series, and I want to do a school that no one's really doing. And I feel like obviously, you kind of see some like East Carolina. I see a decent amount. Coastal Carolina, people talk about FAU. A lot of these one-star programs that a lot of people already are talking about and doing. I'm gonna be picking a school that I feel like I haven't, seen. So let's go over to Mid-American. As you can see, this is a pretty bad, conference. It's literally straight one-star schools. I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, we're gonna be going with NIU, Northern Illinois Huskies. I like the red and black. I feel like it's gonna look nice. I don't really know what their jerseys even look like. I'm not gonna lie. But for any of y'all that didn't know, I am obviously from Chicago, so I kind of wanted to do an Illinois team. Obviously that's not too good. So yeah, Northern Illinois is that. And also, if you didn't know, I was pretty good at baseball, and probably not D1 level, but there was only one D1 school that actually had, looked at me in baseball, and it was, Northern Illinois. So if there was even a chance I would have went D1, it would have been Northern Illinois for baseball. That being said, we're going to be doing NIU because of that. I don't know if you can switch conferences like, midway through. We're going to obviously start off in Mid-American, but, if we get better and good enough, I would like to obviously leave this conference. I don't know if you can or not. I'm not going to lie. This is all new to me. I didn't play NCAA 14 as that game came out when I was like 8 years old, 9 years old, something like that. So that being said, literally, don't expect me to be a pro at this right away. This is all me doing this for the first time. So literally, I have not done any of this. So recruiting, I seen a little bit about, kind of all the things about this game in general. So I this is all learning experience as we're doing it. So we're gonna be a recruiter. I just think it makes the most sense. We're gonna keep all of our playbooks right now the same. I think alma mater is like where you graduated from. So let's just say that he went to our coach. Actually, let's just make me. Okay, let's say he went to Florida State. I mean, I didn't go to college, so yeah. Pipeline, I think this is like when we're recruiting where we kind of like look at the most. And I don't know. I mean, we can go either like Florida or Metro Atlanta. I'm going to do Metro Atlanta. I feel like them in Florida is like two of the kind of like, top, places. What is this? Adaptive AI? I don't know. We're going to keep all this right now for this. If we figure out anything later on, we're going to do it. Appearance. Let's just get a random skin. Random, kind of like face, whatever. And let's stop right here. You know what? Honestly, he kind of looks like a coach. Let's make it me. I'm not going to give out my last name, but we're going to go a highway for the last name. But anyways, we're going to make myself as the coach, and I'll see y'all, obviously, once we get into the actual screen. All right, so the next screen we get to is this screen that I actually think is pretty cool, actually. You're taking over a school. You get to see their previous seasons. I'm assuming this is what it is, at least. So they went 9-3, 7-5, 7-6, 2-10, 6-7, 7-6, 11-3. I mean, they're a relatively good team throughout this 2010-2014 span. Again, they're in a relatively weak conference, so it doesn't really mean as much when they're playing against lower schools. But yeah, overall they've been pretty bad though as of recent. I mean, 0-6. 3-9, they haven't been that good. So we're signing a 3-year contract. I'm assuming we could just keep re-signing with them every 3 years or however many years. But yeah, Coach Nick Highway is going to be taking over here. There we go. We signed the contract. See what happens next. Because again, like I said, literally I didn't even test out anything. This is literally all first experience. Okay, so right away it shows all of our things we could do. It shows the preseason top 25 here. Obviously, we don't have any of that. Let's actually take a look at the roster, okay? As I don't really know what this team looks like, considering, they're not a good school. Anyways, so we have 3 junior quarterbacks. Ethan Hampton is our starting quarterback, it looks like. 73 speed, throw power. I mean, he's a decent quarterback, right? And he redshirted, so I'm pretty sure that means that we could have him for another year. I don't know if that means this is his junior year because he's redshirted, or he was supposed to be a junior, but he's like really a sophomore, if that makes sense. I don't know if y'all get me. So I don't know which one that really means. But anyways, so that's our quarterback. Our running back, okay, Antario Brown. So he looks like he's our best player so far. He's a senior. We have 2 senior running backs, so we're definitely gonna have to look for some running backs when it comes to recruiting. As our quarterbacks, they're still juniors. We have, maybe some time. Senior running backs, we do need to obviously figure that out. Fullbacks is senior. Let's see our wide receivers. Oh my God. Our wide receiver room is terrible. Now, on the bright side, none of them, or one of them is a senior right here from Bolingbrook, Illinois. Obviously, I know a lot of these Illinois places because, I am from Illinois. But, yeah, so, our wide receiver room looks terrible. I mean, our highest overall wide receiver is 69 overall. At least, like I was saying, we only have 1 senior, so they still have, I guess, some time to develop. But we definitely need some receivers. We're going to need a recruit. Tight end. We have a decent tight end. He is a senior, though, so he will be gone after this. Grayson Barnes, 82 overall. Our left tackle, he looks pretty decent considering our team's overall. Left guard. Center, we have decent center, over 80 overall. He's also a senior. I don't know. Again, with this redshirt stuff, I don't know if this means that this is his last year, like, because he's a redshirt senior and this is his senior year, or he's supposed to be senior. Now, let's keep taking a look through the rest of the roster. Looks all pretty bad. A lot of it is also seniors, which is expected. Our best players in each position to be a senior, but we're going to definitely need to recruit this to bring this team out of being pretty bad. D tackle. We have like a whole team of D tackles that are centers except for him. Oh my, he's a 59 overall. So we're gonna lose all our D tackles. The linebackers look bad. 73 overall as a sophomore isn't too bad. I do not mind having him at middle linebacker. Jake Gassaway, right outside linebacker. Also a senior. Let's see, corners. We have a whole bunch of seniors at corner also, and they don't look the greatest either. I mean, overall is good compared to the rest of our team. But yeah, like it looks pretty bad for this team. Yeah, and a lot of them are seniors. Do we have a good kicker at least? Bad kicker, bad punter. Oh my lord. Okay, so now if we could probably take a look at our complete roster as a total. View roster. So yeah, our highest overall is our running back. He's a senior. Obviously, if you look at all of our top players, are all seniors right here. So we're gonna lose a lot. We have this corner, however, who is a 76 overall as a sophomore. So he could be pretty good by his senior year. I don't know how good we'll be by then. Like I said, this is all new to me. So I don't know how good I'll be at recruiting. I tried to, do my little studying. And, hopefully we can get on the phone with some recruits and be like, hey, you want to get out the trenches? Come to my school. Hopefully we could do that. They have top stories. I want to kind of take a look around. Obviously, we're not going to go too far in this, video. I kind of want to just see what's going on. And then, obviously, we'll have more. If you see double uploads for me in the series, I wouldn't be surprised. Literally, I love this game already. So, I might be stuck to the chair for quite some time. So, yeah, that's kind of all we have right here. Now, I do want to set up scouting probably. Okay, I'm going to wait for him to stop talking, and I'll be back. I'll probably actually take a look at the prospects before I, show you. So, first, before we actually kind of look at recruiting, this is where we could see a lot of our things, and we look pretty bad at everything. I think there's 134 schools in the game or something like that, and we're at 129. I'm pretty sure at least it's 134 or something like that. There's 134 schools. We're ranked 129th if you look at the right of your screen, and it looks pretty bad. Championship contender D, program tradition C plus, D plus, D plus, D minus, C minus, D plus, C plus, or C minus, C minus, C minus, D minus. So it looks really, really bad. Yeah, it is. We have nothing going for us at all. We look terrible all around. So we're gonna have to build it up. Stadium. I don't know if we could like build up our stadium. Again, like I said, I didn't play in previous games, so this is, like I said, all new to me. Oh, this is actually our top school overall, and then this is our top school, or where our school's ranked in terms of different things. So championship contender 122. Program tradition is actually, I think, probably our highest thing. It was C plus. Which is kind of interesting. It says that program traditions rank each of schools on their overall success throughout history, with the highest program tradition having a long history of national titles, Heisman winners, and a winning tradition. Perform well on the field to increase this grade. So I think it kind of shows how you increase the grade. So stadium atmosphere, you have to dominate home games. Okay. So this is interesting because it kind of, for a really bad program, for us to have our highest thing being that we have a good, successful history is kind of interesting. But yeah, so overall, I mean, we look pretty bad. We're going to have to build this completely up. Now, the transfer portal, obviously, we can't do yet, but we can look at some prospects. We have 500 hours to start. Like I said, this is all new to me, so I might suck at this to start. So let's go by rank. And I think, let's see, this is in the state of Illinois. Can we get some of these guys out of, Illinois if they like being, close to home? Our prospects, this shows our recommended. So let's take a look at my pipelines. I think my pipelines, yeah. So this is, a lot of them would not want to play for us. We could maybe go out and try to get ourselves a left tackle. From everything I have heard, we have to try to recruit kids right away if we want them on our team. Otherwise, have fun trying to get them. Anyways, I'm pretty sure a tight end's a senior, so I want to, maybe try and go out and get some of these seniors or these tight ends to replace him. We can go with either the 6'6" possession guy or the 6'5" vertical threat guy. I'm gonna go for the vertical threat guy, or put him on our recruiting board, I should say. What else? We can try to find some other positions, as it would be nice to get. I would like to add this guy. I don't know what this little green thing, target, does that mean? I don't know. I don't know what that target means. Let's go take a look at these guys first. So James Chanel, his deal breaker is close to home. Need B, we have an A. So we have his deal breaker. How do we? Oh, we're already, just from us showing interest, we're already in the list. I don't know if, let's see. Okay, so let's scout. We scouted this guy. We could see his abilities. I would offer a scholarship right away for this guy. I don't know if that puts us in the running already. Probably not, considering he is pretty good. And then we can't really do anything right now yet with him. It looks like that's all we could do right now. And I'm pretty sure it's because we're not in his top schools. That's my guess. Let's take a look at this guy because we're already in his top schools. Let's offer him a scholarship. He is a fullback, so at the end of the day, we don't really care about this guy. Why can't I add an action? Okay, this is actually really, really confusing to me. I'm not gonna lie. Why can I not do anything? Is it because we're in week 1? I can't really do anything. Maybe that's the case. I'm gonna kind of, build us a list of prospects, and I'll be back after that, and hopefully I can figure this out because, we're not gonna go too far, but I still wanted to start off with some scouting. So, I'll be back after, I kind of figure out some guys that we can try to go get. and figure out what happens from there. All right, so I went through some of the prospects and seen, maybe some that we can go out and get. Obviously, I added some kind of high, the highest being a 4-star. I, didn't try to go too crazy. Or no, we added some 5 stars actually. I'm chatting, but yeah, we added a lot of different guys. Obviously, who knows who we're gonna be able to get. But I would like to get as many obviously as possible. And just try to recruit them right away from the start, as that's kind of what I heard. If you want to get some of these guys, you have to go out and try to get them right away. You can't really wait. So let's kind of scout some of these guys. I don't think that's good that he had the little thing break. So let's kind of scout some of these other guys. See, before I kind of look at them. We do need for sure some corners and receivers. Corners, we have literally like all seniors, and then receiver, I mean, you'll literally seen it. We had our highest is a 69 overall. So I try to go out and get some crazy ones, like a 5-star. And I'm pretty sure he has a deal breaker with us, right? Does that mean he has? Or no, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, so we're gonna go out and try to scout some of these guys. Hopefully we end up actually getting, some of these actual good players. I think there's one that has pretty decent interest with us. Problem is, I'm pretty sure he's the one that looks pretty bad. Yeah, he had a little like kind of bust thing next to his name. I mean, his stats don't look that bad, and I wouldn't mind at least getting him if he really wants to play for us as a 3-star. Either way, that's still going to be really good for us. So that's someone that we can maybe go out and try to get. And then there was a running back. I think there was someone else that was a pretty good prospect that had, I think, pretty good interest. So these 2 guys right here, this right guard right here, we're gonna scout him, and he has the gem. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm already liking Bart Donnerson. We're gonna offer him a scholarship right away, as literally he has top interest in us. And he's a 3-star right guard. I'm pretty sure ours is a senior. Definitely could be looking for a replacement. And overall, I'm not really too worried about just seniors in general, as I'm just trying to get talent right now on this team. I'm not going to lie. Let's go out and try to see this right tackle also. Offer some scholarships to some of these guys. He has some good strength. That's kind of his best thing. Pretty good blocker. I'm not going to lie. I do like Bart Donnerson as someone that we could definitely get for sure. Hopefully, he could be someone that we definitely do get. As I would like to see some of these other guys would kind of have low interest. Like this left tackle, a lot of schools have interest in him, but like it doesn't look like he has too much interest in going to a lot of those schools. I don't know if I'm wasting some of these on these 5 stars, but I'm just scouting them. It could be honestly a really big waste. But yeah, I feel like, it's going to be hard for us to recruit, I think. Maybe it was a bad idea starting with this team, considering there's not too many top prospects that kind of come from here, or around the area. So obviously it is a lot harder for us to, get some of these, see some of these guys that have, close to home is kind of a big thing that they really want. Mike Johnson's a good running back, I think, that maybe we can go out and get. So yeah, I feel like I'm going to use the rest of my hours on some of these guys and see kind of what happens. We're probably going to go only like a week and kind of figure out what's going to happen from there, because, I want to kind of maybe test it out a little bit in my own before we go too far with the series, because I don't want to mess up, recruiting this season and then we're cooked. So yeah, I found another gym. And we use the rest of our scouting points. So that looks like all of our scouting. Let's look at our coach skills. We have 5 like little whatever coins. We could only go into this area. Ooh, this is interesting. I would kind of, especially for us right now, I would want to do wide receivers and tight ends. I'm sorry, but like with how bad our wide receiver room is, I do need that to happen for sure. So yeah, I do definitely think the staff building thing, I have to kind of look at some more, considering, it's a pretty big part. It matters more than a lot of other games. So let's advance to next week. So yeah, that was before the season even started. So that's probably why we couldn't do that much other stuff. I think we just lost 3 guys that we tried to get. Our school updates. What is this? What is this? I don't know what that was. Anyways, let's take a look at recruiting. I'm pretty sure some of the guys we had didn't end up. They ended up narrowing their top 8, and we were not a part of it. So I probably messed up there a little bit when it came to scouting. But let's take a look at some of the prospects that we did scout. So where's this guy, Bart Donnerson? I do like this guy. I really hope that he could be someone we go out and get. I do think that contacting family and friends is something I want to do with him. You know, I'm trying to build that interest up. I'm pretty sure the darker part of the bar is how much you gain from this week currently that you're in. So yeah, we sent the family or whatever after him. What else can we do? We could sway, hard sell. Send the house. We can't do because we already, Can we do it again? That's something we could do. I know we already did it. So that's what it means. Okay. DM the player. We're going to go with that. We already used all those, so we can't really do too much more. I should have just did send the house. I think I actually ended up spending more for less things. I'm not too sure. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a learning process when it comes to scouting. I didn't play, in the past games, so this is definitely new to me. All this kind of recruiting stuff. I do think for players like this that have no interest in some schools are definitely the guys that I would like to go out and get. Right now, it looks like some of the O-linemen are those guys that we can go out and actually do that with. So we're going to send the house on this one. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but let's hope that we can get him and we can build our O-line for us because of that. Keegan Chamberlain, I would kind of want to, do a little bit with. Let's just DM the player. He still has, no interest in us. I'm not going to lie. He does not fuck with us. I'm not going to lie. Quarterback here, I do definitely want to scout him. I would like to get us a quarterback. It does have the little, red, kind of probably a bust, it means. But he's still a 3-star quarterback. And I feel like for our program right now, 3 stars is something we definitely would like to have. So we're going to end up doing that. And we're going to also search his social media. That's all we're going to do for him. Hopefully, I'm not, doing anything too bad. Let's see. And should we offer him also a scholarship? Yeah, we're going to offer him a scholarship already. And that's just because I think that offering scholarships is going to obviously boost their interest a lot. I did know that kind of the thing that you kind of want to look out for is guys that have no offers. So let's say we're kind of midway through the season and they still don't have no offers. Those are some of the guys that would be nice to go out and try to get, considering, they have no offers and they're looking to still, they want to play somewhere, obviously. This guy, Jude Morris, I actually don't mind taking a look at. Some of these 3 stars I do actually really like looking at. This is an athlete, 6'4" power rusher, so he's probably like a edge rusher or something. I do kind of like looking at the guys that have interest in us. Like if we sort by this is probably pretty cool. We could look at some of the guys that are interested in our program. And considering right now with how our team kind of looks, you definitely want to find the guys that do want to play for your school. I'm not going to lie. You really, really do. So there's not that many, though. I'm not going to lie. There's not that many guys that really want to play for our school, except for guys that aren't that good. I'm not going to lie. It's mainly kind of 1 stars and stuff like that. So that's not ideal, but we'll figure it out. Like I said, this is going to kind of be more of a process. I'll figure it out over time. But let's see, is there any other guys that have a lot of interest that we could go out and spend our points on right now? Jude Morris. This is actually a guy I really want to go out and get. Let's scout Jude Morris. Okay. Scouted him up. He looks pretty mid. and everything. But he has 2 mental abilities, clear-headed and the natural. So we're going to offer him a scholarship right away because we want to compete with him. And it looks like Iowa is trying to get him, which is not good because he is from Iowa. But let's send the house. I want to get some of these 3 stars for sure. I really want to get some of these 3 stars. We're going to spend a lot of our points on this guy. Or can we not? Because we already sent the house. I'm pretty sure we can't do anything. Yeah, it looks like we can't. Oh no, that's because we already spent 50 out of 50 on him. Duh. So yeah, let's see how that looks. Actually, I want to see how it looks now. Does it go up right away? I think it waits for next week. So we're the first one to offer him a scholarship though. So hopefully we can end up getting Jude Morris too, or an edge rusher. I kind of want to take a look at some of these running backs, just because I know ours is a senior, and we don't have too many people behind him. Garrison Parker. I'm not too focused on all. We need receivers. I'm not gonna lie. Let's go look at some more receivers really quick before we kind of move on with what we're doing. Cause yeah, I mean, look at this. No wonder why they're so bad at receiving. There's no one local that is a receiver on this team. I'm not gonna lie. There is literally no. Like, let's look at my pipeline. Is there anyone that's even like gonna want to play for my school at receiver? Probably not. I would like to maybe find a guy that has no offers and like maybe we can get something out of him. Maybe a JUCO guy, right there. It's like really hard for us to get probably receivers on this team. I'm not gonna lie. Kenneth Clapp. Who's like, I mean, I feel like a lot of these guys have a lot of interest already. That's their problem. It is going to be hard for us to recruit receivers, and now I'm really seeing why they don't really, have any good receivers. So we're going to take a look at these 2 guys that I did take a look at. Mitch Boone and Frederick Bradbury. Let's scout them up. We need to try to get a receiver. Like, we need a good receiver. He has 92 speed, 94 jumping. He has some abilities. I do like Mitch Boone. Yeah, I definitely like Mitch Boone more. So we're going to probably focus more on Mitch Boone. I want to offer him a contract right away. And let's send the house. I want to try to get some of these. We need receivers. I want to try to get some of these receivers for sure. I know we're outside the top 8, and it's probably a little bit more risky, but we need to try to get them. So I need to try something. And then we're going to contact friends and family and then search his thing. So that's all of our points. Hopefully one of these guys actually does end up liking our school, because we are not even in any other interest. So hopefully we can try to go out and get them. Frederick Bradbury, I don't like as much as Mitch Boone, but I think there's maybe a higher chance because he wants to play close to home. We might just have a better chance to get him because we fit his deal breaker. Mitch Boone doesn't really have a deal breaker, so he can go anywhere. And a lot of the top schools are also trying to get him. Florida State, Auburn, Georgia, Tennessee. So yeah, it looks like Alabama. Like, he has a lot of good schools going after him. So it might not go too good with Mitch Boone. Our best pitch is playing time. And our best pitch for him is proximity to home. I don't know when we get the opportunity to do that. So we're gonna go another week because that is our bye week. And then we're going to end it here probably and then finish up recruiting soon. Keegan has reached his top 5, so I think that means we're in it. I don't know why it goes past recruiting. We can go back. Okay. So it looks like we're out for a lot of these guys. Yeah, we're out for these guys. But we are number 1 by a lot for Jude Morris, so that's really good. Quarterback Keenan Duggan, we are also by far number 1. We're in his top 8, but we're not. It doesn't look like too high up there at all. Yeah, we're not up there at all. Running back, he went to his top 5. We're in the top 3 also. We haven't gave him an offer. That's probably why. We definitely should give him an offer. But we have a game versus FCS Midwest. I'm pretty sure these schools are like schools that they couldn't get in the game, but like supposed to be a college. Mistake me if correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I'm not too sure. So some of these guys we could obviously remove from our board. How do I do that? Okay, remove some of these guys from our board because they don't want to play for us, which sucks. But okay, hey, Mitch Boone, we are number one for Mitch Boone. Hold on, Mitch Boone, we need to continue to do stuff with this guy. Hold up. Wait, why can't we can't do it anymore? Wait. I'm confused because we went a week. Do we not? We can't, still. I don't know. Anyways, we still have 140 hours though to spend. Let's DM Keenan Duggan. I do want to offer a scholarship for this guy. Oh, we could schedule some visits for some guys now, I think. Oh, that's when they narrowed their top 5 down. So we could probably schedule him for a visit. My batteries are low if you don't see that. Maybe we could schedule him for a visit. I don't know if it's worth spending that with this type of guy though right now, at least this early in the process. Hopefully we're able to still do that next week. I do kind of want to look and try to get another receiver though, so we're gonna try to fully recruit this guy. Do a little bit more with him. We still have 90 points, so actually we probably can. He does not look like he wants to play for us too much, but we also haven't done anything with him. So let's actually just say fuck it. Right? I could be doing this all wrong, but it is the first season. So worst case scenario, we'll move past it like nothing happened. Okay, we'll just figure that out. I think we might just be out on Javante Anthrop. It's not looking too good. We kind of done all the actions for most of these guys. Other than Bart, I haven't done everything for him. I could send the house, but I don't have... I don't know. We're going to keep it for now with that guy. Jaleel Proctor. Let's offer him a scholarship. And let's do kind of the basic stuff of that and that. I don't know how this is going to go, but we have no more hours here. Again, this is a first time thing, so I don't know if I'm doing this, good or not. But yeah, so that's kind of going to be the first video for this. I kind of want to, figure out what I'm doing when it comes to scouting before we kind of go too far with this, because I don't want to mess up completely and then we have a really bad scouting, because I probably just shit the bed right there scouting. I'm not going to lie. It probably went terrible. Anyways, so that's it. We're going to have our first game of the season. Kind of sucks that it is against FCS Midwest, because I did want to go into the game, but like, do you guys really want to see versus FCS Midwest? Probably not. So yeah, that's going to end this video here. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more for this series.